Joining me now is Adam Goodman, partner at Ballard Partners. Adam, thank you so much for coming on.
It's great to be here as we are on the verge of the Super Bowl of the year of politics.
I know the anticipation really is killing me. This is really every political junkie's dream. We're just a few days from the Iowa caucuses, and last night on Wednesday, shocking, Chris Christie dropped out of the race. What's your response?
Well, he certainly has no impact, a measurable impact in Iowa. He certainly does in New Hampshire, but it definitely has reset what Iowa is all about, because it's not been a race for first for many, many months. It's been a race for who may, just may, take on the president one-on-one, former president, into and beyond New Hampshire. Because of the Christie withdrawal, I think this has become even more of kind of an expectation game takeaway from Iowa, which I did an interview recently, Brittany, with one of the veteran journalists there, Kathy Abradovich, who's been involved in I think 5 or 6 Iowa caucuses now. And she said, Iowa is about winnowing. She said, this is a farm term where we winnow the field. We don't really necessarily select winners. And of course, history bears that out. You look at the names, Cruz and Santorum and Huckabee, who did really well in Des Moines and very badly thereafter. But they do have an impact in terms of setting the stage. And I think the stage in Iowa right now is all about who's going to take on the role of not just second place finisher in the caucuses, but maybe lead contender against the former president.
Christie was the most ardent, never Trump contender in the race. So who out of either Ron DeSantis or Nikki Haley heard this news and probably felt more of a sigh of relief? Because is there such thing as someone who is going to caucus for Chris Christie and then decides, hey, I'm going to jump on the Trump train?
Well, I think the Haley troops were high-fiving each other until the secret mic conversation came out from Chris Christie, where he said that she's going to get killed in this potential one-on-one against the former president. That certainly didn't help. But ideologically, and in terms of the positioning of the candidates, I think she is definitely a beneficiary. You saw, I think maybe just today, a new poll come out, USA Today. And by the way, disclaimer about polling the Iowa caucus, it is very difficult. Much in primaries, much less a caucus, but it is suggesting that Haley is actually taking a lead, not insignificant lead over DeSantis for second place. That would be big news coming out of Iowa. And by the way, the bigger news historically should be, and might be drowned out, should be that if Donald Trump were to score a big win there, it would be probably, looking at the recent polls showing him up 30 points or more, it would be the largest win in a contended Iowa caucus in a very, very long time. In terms of margin of victory. But that may be drowned out if Nikki Haley somehow, even by half a point, edges out Ron DeSantis for second.